Isaiah 61. You guys can come with me if you want, but you don't have to. We're just going to look at the first verse. Most of the scriptures we're going through, everybody knows. But in verse 6, Isaiah 61:1, it says, "The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the afflicted. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted." And when you look up the word bind up and broken, it's the two same Hebrew words that are, not the exact same phrase, but it's almost the exact same phrase. The only reason it's not the exact same phrase is because they added the word heart in 61:1. It's supposed to be there. He sent me to bind up the brokenhearted. And so this is obviously what Jesus read in, I think it's Luke 14, Luke 4:18 and 19. And so he sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives and freedom to the prisoners, to proclaim the favorable year of the Lord. And he stopped. And so what you're seeing here is the same things that Jesus was going to do. It's bind up that which was broken. And the context, really, I've always seen 61 as working in deliverance. You got the afflicted, bring liberty to the captives, and that's a part of our ministry. Is deliverance. But when you speak good news to the afflicted, you're automatically doing deliverance. Because if they follow what Jesus says, then there will not be open doors for the Lord to work in their lives. If they're merciful, if they're kind, if they forgive others, there won't be open doors. If you can, the reference you can look on that is Matthew 18, and I hope to do a little something on that in the future. But if they follow the words, if they're fed, shepherd, right? The shepherd feeding, same word, to feed. If they're fed the good news to the afflicted, and they follow, my sheep hear my voice and they follow. If they follow what the shepherd feeds, and in this instance, the shepherd is Jesus. And of course, the shepherd is our pastor. Love and respect our pastor, of course. And the tradition of this church is strong that way from Manchester. But if we follow the good news, Satan's not going to have anything he can sink his hooks into. And Jesus said that, right? He said, Satan has nothing on me. So I just want to point that out, that the phrase there, bound up that which was broken, kind of points back to Isaiah 61, and it's further confirmation, that this passage is talking about the Lord. But the important thing is to do it, right? To take the time to do it. And not to get caught up in, I don't have to say this. I'm not going to say, well, we don't need to do this. We're not in this verse. Okay? We're not in this verse. You can always say, Lord, I need some more help. I need more patience with this one. Or, Lord, can you give me more energy? Or, Lord, can you give me more money so I can give to others? We can do better, right? We're not in this verse. This is not us. We have a heart after God. And that's going to get, what does it say in Proverbs? That as the rising sun, as we keep walking with the Lord, we're going to get stronger and stronger. And we're going to be better servants. So this isn't about condemnation. This is about our good shepherd, our gentle God, being good to us and being prophecy of Jesus. Verse 5, they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field. Matthew chapter 9, Jesus quotes that directly. So Jesus is all over this. My sheep wandered through all them. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up. Lord, I'm a little bit tired, and I'm not that organized to begin with. So Holy Spirit, you have to help me. Come on now. Let's back up. Let's back up one little bit too. Verse 2, we said this isn't condemnation. The shepherds need to get fed. Deuteronomy 25:4 says, you shall not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn. Mm-hmm. And so those that give the gospel need to make a living from the gospel. So we should bless it. And again, our church does this. Bless you, Pastor. So, no, we're blessed. Because there's some, these verses are not in the Bible for no reason. And there are still people out there that are trying to get money, trying to get respect and honor, and don't care for the sheep. And John 21, Jesus said, do you love me, Peter? Feed my sheep. Do you love me? Feed my sheep. And said that 3 times, and so that's like the first requirement. That's the first requirement. Love God. And I bet you if you love God and you get in the secret place and say, God, you have to help me with these sheep. These people are wearing me out, that you will help. Yeah, or you have to change my heart. And you have to give me a new heart, like it says in Ezekiel 36, he promised. He has a new heart too. We have new hearts. And we just have to align ourselves and our lives with what Jesus commands us to do. And I'm right there. I have to too. And he'll bring correction, and then we'll get out and be able to go out and do more work. And I think it's brilliant that this church also rests in August. There was times when Jesus said, come aside and rest. And my old church, God's Generals, was a book that we studied. And there was people that burned out on the mission field because they didn't rest. And at some point, it can be self-righteousness. I'm going to keep going, you look at me. And even saying, you look at me, you don't even have to say that. But I'm going to keep going, no, we're human. We have to rest. And the other thing that God's Generals brought we're from the same stream. There's one stream. There's one flock. But I was taught by my pastors, too, that you kind of have to, if you're a pastor, be a pastor. If you're somebody who works miracles and has the gift of word of knowledge, like Branson, then don't try to be a pastor. Do what the Lord has called you to do. And that means that sometimes on the path, our dreams have to die. Well, of course. That's the first things that goes. Pick up your cross and follow me.
That's right.
And I lay down my life for the sheep, right? So it's not about us. But I guess we all have to say, Lord, what do you want me to do? Help. And die to this thing. What a disaster if somebody wants to be on a platform. Well, whoop-de-doo. The Bema seat, it's going to be what we did for Christ. And what we did for Christ is out of love, right? Okay. I'm I'm going to get back to the text.